Yeah, guys, this is second part of OOPS basic introduction. Previously, we discussed what is constructor, what is a self method, and is it required for us to use self method as a, self variable or attribute as inside defining some methods inside a class, and we have discussed basic inheritance. Now, when we go deeper into inheritance, we have different types of inheritance. We have different types of inheritance. Mainly, we have five types. Five types. The first one is five types. The first one is single. That is the thing we discussed. Single inheritance. Next thing is multi-level. I will explain it clearly when we go deeper. Inheritance, just know the names. That's it. Next, hierarchical.
Sorry to disturb, Nikhil. The screen is not visible.
Hierarchical. Let me check. Hierarchical inheritance, and multiple. It's previously it was multi-level inheritance. Now multiple inheritance. Let's check next one. It's final one, hybrid. Hybrid is just a combination of single and multiple. Just like work from home and work from office in a week, like 2 days work from home and 3 days work from office. The same way here, multiple and single combinedly called as hybrid inheritance. That's I will like okay. Let me present you some. Let me present. Okay, here if we see single inheritance, it's just inheriting properties from single class to the other class. But here when we go for multi-level inheritance, it's like it's like our grandparents property, it's given to our parents property, and our grandparents property is given to us. So this is like inheriting. Even here we call grandparent class, parent class, and normal our child class. We call it child, grandparent class, parent class, and child class. The down lowest environment is called child class. And hierarchical, you can see it's like inheriting from both our parents, or it's inheriting from our relatives or something like that. It's like inheriting from two classes, like inheriting from our father and from our mother. Here we have two parents here. Okay, from them we inherit all the. And you can see here, class C cannot have the properties of class B, or cannot have the methods inside class B. Class B cannot have methods inside class C, but class A can have both the methods inside class B and class C. And inside multiple inheritance, here you can see it's just reverse of hierarchical. It's just like our father giving the property to two brothers, me and my brother. Similarly, like my father's property, I will have access. My in class C methods and everything, class A will be able to access, and class B also will be able to access class C method. But class A cannot access class B. Class B cannot access class A methods. It's just reverse of hierarchical. And when we go for hybrid, as I told you already, it's multiple inheritance in the top, and there it goes for single inheritance. You can see class D, which is a great parent class, it is giving some inheritance to class B and class C separately, and here we are giving class B and class C properties to the class A. That means class D properties can be accessed by class B, class C, and class A. sorry, class D properties can be accessed by class B, class C and class A, and but class B properties can be only accessed by class A. Class C properties can only be accessed by class A, and that means class B properties cannot be inherited by class D and class C. I already told you it is not backward. It's only single, like it goes only frontward. Okay, fine guys. This is a simple description. This is pictorial description of all the thing. Let us go one by one using code. Okay, the first thing, single inheritance. Let me explain it again. I mean, like with the code. Class parent. Def. I won't. Let me. Okay. Let me define only small things. Don't go with initiation and everything for not confusing you. Define car. I will car of self. Okay, car of self. But I should initialize the function, right? Fine. I should create the init of self, comma, color. Okay. Not needed, I guess. Yeah, fine. Here I am creating one parent class. Let me create with normal parent. This is parent class, and I am giving some car for it. Parent here have car. Okay, fine. If I print a.car, you can see here I get I have a car like that. Okay, fine. Now I have like one more class, child class, child of. For inheriting single inheritance, we know already. We need to just write the name inside the parenthesis. That's it. Now define bike. Bike of some self or anything you can write it here. I already told you it's need not to be self, but for not confusing you with the other developers code, I am just using self. You can write any variable, you can give any variable name. It's just a parameter. That's it, nothing else. Define print of I have a bike. Okay, now let me create some other object for child also. B equal to child. Now b dot car. If I write b dot bike, but sorry, it's bn here. If I try to access car and bike using child class, I will be getting I have a car, because they have access to their parents' car and parents' function, everything. But when I try to access a.bike, I told you they won't be having access to the bike because it's their child property. They cannot access it. You can see here, parent has no attribute bike because it's in the child property. I told you these person cannot be getting the parents cannot get child properties, but childs can get their parents properties and everything. Fine, single inheritance, it's clear, right? Now when we go for multi-level next thing is multiple or multi-level inheritance. Okay, now the same way I told you grandparent, it's single inheritance connected top connected many times, that's it. Multi-level inheritance connected in a single straight line. Grandparent of, sorry, not of, it's grandparent, class grandparent. Then I will create one method name flat. If grandparent have flat, I should define some variable here. It can be anything. Okay, self print define print I have a flat. I have a flat. Otherwise, just a second. I told you in the previous classes a dot dir. I will print here. See, a dot dir. Whatever the proper parent has no attribute dir. Sorry, it's print directory of a. Okay, I told you in the previous classes directory is used to print all the methods inside it. Here you can see these are all inbuilt methods, that is magic methods. After that we can only find, see here, we can only find car here. But when I try to print directory of B, you can check it here. He will be having bike and car methods. You could see child have both the methods, but only these parent doesn't have it. We will check with everything like the same way. Don't worry. Class parent. I should inherit grandparents property. So I am inheriting parent inside def car. Inside your parent have some car. So I will print I have a car. I have a car. Class. Next class is child class. Child class. I should inherit parent here. Parent, I am just inheriting it. Him. Parent class, if I inherit def car of, not car, I have bike. So bike of self. Self is nothing but just creating for I mean, if we don't give any parameter, it could be no parameterizer, then it will result some error. We are using some parameter like that, because we are using it with b.bike or c.bike. We are using it with some object. That object is nothing but parameter self here. That is nothing but one parameter here. That's it. And bike of self. Print I have a bike. Have a bike. Okay, fine. Now let me print the same way. Print a dot. Oh, first I need to create one object for everything. Okay, a is equal to grandparent. Okay, b is equal to parent. C is equal to child. Okay, fine. Now I will again print directory of A. What are the properties inside A? Print directory of B. Print directory of C. That's. Now let's check. What are the properties that we have? Document. And I told you this doc is nothing but let me give some documentary here. Some pass. I have a car. When I tell you the doc here, a dot doc, sorry, print a dot doc, none. I should be creating it, sorry, triple quotes. When I print it now here, none. Okay, leave it. Let us check first what are the properties that are inherited. Now you can see the grandparent only have otherwise let me type for our grandparent class, comma, parent class, comma, child class. Let me run it again so that we'll not be confused what exactly it is, what class we are inheriting and everything, like. Okay, now you can see grandparent have only flat, but parent have access to car and flat, but child have bike, car and flat. Okay, here what the properties are getting inherited from the grandparent. Parent will get everything from parent. Child class will get everything, but reverse is not possible here in multi-level inheritance. So next inheritance we'll go for its high. What is the next inheritance, guys? What is the next inheritance? Teju, what is the next inheritance?
It's
What is the next inheritance after multi-level?
hierarchy or
Hierarchical.
hybrid.
Yeah, hierarchical inheritance. Okay, inheritance. It is getting properties or properties from two or more classes. I mean properties here, I mean attributes and methods. Whenever an interviewer asks what are properties of a class, then you can just say attributes and methods are properties of a class. Properties is nothing but whatever exists inside a class, that is called as property. We have only two properties inside a class, attributes and methods. That's it. Here I mean property. By the word property I mean attributes and methods. Attributes means variables and methods means user defined functions inside the class. That's it, guys. And getting properties from two or more classes. Here there little bit of change happens. Class parent 1, my parent 1 will have BMW. Oh, he or she doesn't have any BMW. I'm just creating some dream. That's it. Because the dream is nice. Okay, BMW print. Sorry. Print. I have BMW. Next, one more parent. Class parent 2. My other parent have Audi. These are just basic user defined functions, guys. We will be dealing with these inheritance with many different programs. Even in app building also we use this. We inherit properties from one class rather than typing it every time. Like user defined functions, these inheritance is used to reduce coding more times, like I said for while using user defined functions. I have already class child have Royal Enfield. Class define bike. Okay, I have print I have a bike. I have a bike. Guys, I didn't inherit. I created three classes. I need to inherit the properties of parent 1 and also parent 2, just using as a tuple whatever the classes or class names that we are going to use. We need to just uh, what we need to just write the names of the classes separated by comma. That's it. Here I didn't define self because we need to give some parameterized functions only. We cannot be using no parameterized user defined functions inside a inside a class, because it would be thrown into garbage. The garbage collection will handle this and remove the function when we don't assign it to anything. The garbage collection itself, when we don't assign a value to a container or anything, it would just grab it and throw it in the dustbin. That's it. That's called garbage collection. And Python memory management works on garbage collection. Okay, fine. Now let me create instant variables for everything. Otherwise, let me try to print directory of parent 1. Okay, even here we got the thing, subclass hook and everything, vgref bmw. Okay, comma, I will put parent 1, parent 1 class 1, print. Previously we accessed whatever the properties inside the object. To do in the different method, now I am accessing what are the properties inside the class. So in parent 2 comma parent, I am just giving its description class 2, and I will tell you how to use this repr method, str method and doc method, everything. I will tell you how to use it inside, how to modify them and how to use it. I will tell you everything. And magic methods, it's a great concept, and much thing exists inside it. Here in classes and objects we will be using very widely. And directory of child class, comma child class. Okay, here when I print here, when we go to the last, you can see here parent class has BMW, class 1 has BMW, parent class 2 have Audi, but child class have all the properties. I told you it's getting your getting properties from your both parents, but your mother's property your father will not have access to it, but your father's property your mother will not be having to. It's not mother, it's some parent, maybe your father's brother or somebody like that in reality here. But the child will have all the access Audi, BMW and because we have inherited from both the parents, so we'll be having both the properties from parents, but the parents cannot access their properties because we didn't inherit them. I will tell you how to, in hybrid model we'll be doing some different thing where we'll be having access for both the guys and everything. I'll tell you. And guys, next hierarchical, next what is the inheritance? Multiple inheritance. It's similar to these inheritance. Here you can see multiple inheritance, getting proper giving, it's not getting, giving properties to two or more child classes. It's inheriting proper, I mean it's like two brothers sharing the properties from the parents. Like, let me give the example. Class parent, he is only one guy. I mean parent, it's one parent. I will put print I have class, sorry, define. I am defining BMW again. Let me think, my parent have BMW. I am sure they don't have it, it's just a dream. Print I have, when I call my parent, he will say I have BMW. Yeah, that's it. Next, when I create child 1, I told you more, 2 or more childs, so I will create child 1. I am inheriting parent from here. Then I will tell def child 1, if we have classic 350, self. Print I have Royal Enfield classic 350. That's now I will create one more child class. Child 2 of parent. I am again inheriting for child class also, like I am inheriting the the property from parent. So I will be let me say bullet 350. For the child 2, it's bullet 350, because I need to change names so that we'll not be confused. I mean, we'll get to know what exactly happening there. Parent, sorry, it can be anything. It can be anything, bro. So I will type for not making you in a single way, I will type anything, define bullet of anything. Print hi, like I have RE bullet 350. Okay, when I try to call a child 2 dot, I can directly call without defining object. I can directly call this. To show you this method, I am calling this here. Okay, bullet 3. I didn't define any object. Without defining any object also, we can directly call the functions. So for showing you that here, without creating any objects also, we can grab properties from the class. The same thing happened here also in the above example. Here we just call the whole class without defining any proper object. Here we defined object. I am showing you every method that can be used to grab the properties, so don't be confused. Now I will, as usual, I will define directory of, what is the directory? Directory of parent. Okay, comma, I will write strings parent class. Okay, print directory of child 1, comma, child 1 class. Print directory of child 2, comma, sorry, outside the thing, child 2 class. when I try to print it, you can see here parent class have BMW, child 1 class have BMW and classic 350, child 2 class have BMW and bullet 350. Here classic 350 is not inherited by child 2, bullet 350 is not inherited by child 1. You know that, right? Because only parent class has been inherited. Okay, now this is the main part, hybrid inheritance. It's nothing but mixed type, mixed type, mixed type. That's it. Like I will mixed type, where we will have both multiple and single inheritance. Here multiple means creating two or more things, like two or more inheritance, like it's like creating two or more let me tell you here, we are just inheriting from two or more one parent is giving the thing to two or more child. But here we will be having hierarchical from getting from two or more parents. The same it can be mixed of or it can be hierarchical also. It's not defined like we will have only multiple and single only, but let me just tell you here, just modify this example, this class of parent 1, just let me modify this, control V. I will just do comma child 1. If I inherit this child 1 property to child 2, then it will become hybrid, because the child is again getting, child 2 is getting the property of the, let me define you here what happened. I cannot create consistent method of resolution of from parents. Here it's not allowing us to create, it's not telling us that we cannot, it's telling us we cannot inherit same parent, like say because we already got the parent properties when we insert. Okay, let me modify the whole code. Till here we have let me say grandparent, grandparent my grandparent have flat. Let me create other one, class grandparent, no spaces in between, or if you want any space you can just use underscore. Grandparent of grandparent, that's it. Print, sorry, def flat, again my grandparent have flat, print I have a flat, I have a flat, guys. Okay, and my first parent, like let me say parent 1, we will inherit everything later. First let us do everything, first let us create the thing based on the hybrid inheritance. We will, based on the name, we will inherit, we will write the inheritance property, and I will have two parents here. I am leaving blank because we need to put some classes there, so let parent 2 have RD. Okay, And here I told you I should be using anything, at least one variable, because it should be parameterized, not non-parameterized. Okay, you know the difference between parameterized and non-parameterized, right? Parameterized means we'll be having at least one parameter. Non-parameterized means we'll not be having any parameter, like we'll be just having some parenthesis open, that's it. And print I have Audi. I have Audi. Okay. Class. Now I will have one child class. Let me have two. Okay. Let me have only one. Okay. He have bike. Def bike. Child have bike. Of self or anything, any name you can use, like previously I used anything, so even then also I got the thing. So print I have a bike. It's just to create some parameterized function, that's it. The parameter name doesn't matter anyway. now now let me inherit the things. Grandparent is inherited to our parent 1 also, so grandparent I will inherit him, and parent 2 also inherited all the properties from the grandparent. I will inherit both. This child is inherited from parent 1 and parent 2, so I am just writing parent 1 comma parent 2, that's it. I have inherited all the things. First I defined every different functions, and based on the inheritance level I inherited everybody, what are the properties they get, I inherited based on them. Now print dir of I have grandparent and comma I will use grandparent class. Okay, next print dir of parent 1 comma parent class 1. Okay, now print direct of parent 2 comma parent class 2. Print directory of parent, sorry, child comma child class. When I try to print it, now you can get grandparent have flat, parent 1 have flat and BMW, because he inherited the property from grandparent. Parent 2 have Audi and flat, he inherited the flat and flat from the grandparent. But child class have all the properties, even grandparents class, parent class and parent, because he inherited the parents, he inherited the properties from parent 1 class and parent class 2. There he have everything which they got from the grandparent also. So he have Audi, bike, BMW and flat. Okay, these are all about, this is all about inheritance and how to act. And using dir we can access all the magic methods and all the user defined functions. This is the main thing that was done previously while using it for all the modules and everything. I already told you everything inside Python is a class, so we used dir and everything like that. Yeah guys, this is all about inheritance. I hope you like the class, and okay, fine. Thank you guys.